I'm here for a Neptune in retrograde live, as we do have Neptune in retrograde from July 4th all the way to December. So just feel free to take in a deep breath, connect with the inner source of yours, as always, just to see what parts of this reading may be for you. Now, it's going to be for all those chosen ones out there, all signs. So just take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for the next person. And if you would like a personal reading, a one-on-one personal session with me, Akashic Records for past life healing, anything else, you can go to 144bluerosetemple.com or you can email me. All of that information is going to be in the box below. All right, but we are going to just take a little bit of a deep dive, a little bit, as I say, a deep dive into what this Neptune in retrograde is going to be revealing to you. As Neptune represents illusions, it's actually the house of Pisces, so it's your spiritual gifts, illusions. Basically, a whole lot of clarity is coming in. For the next 6 months, those rose-colored glasses are coming off. You know, whether that be just knowing what it is that you need to release, maybe it's a shift in perspective, etc. Either way, you cannot avoid the clarity that's going to be coming in for the next 6 months. Also, just your soul gifts activating, etc. Hey, Carrie, or Kenny, how are you? Hi, Meech Getta, how are you? Yes, abundance. Hi, Belinda. Hello, 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 everyone. Feel free to drop in that box below. We do have patience over here, so have patience. Feel free to drop in the comments below your sun, moon, and rising. As soon as I get a message from my mother as well. I'm good, Kenny. Nice to see you. Hi, Andres. How are you? We're going to be getting in a reading just on the illusions that are being revealed and released for you. Again, it's all happening for you. It's a whole bunch of clarity for the next 6 months. Those rose-colored glasses are coming off. In order for you to see those truths it is that you need to see, own those truths that you need to own, and have those spiritual gifts just really be activated for you. All right, so let's get in some cards. This is going to be for all signs today. We're going to get in that Neptune retrograde check-in. All right, Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God. Hi, Effortless Stacy. How are you? Feel free to also just put in a little bit of an update in the comments below. Let me know how you're feeling, what is going on. Let us also congratulate you if you want to be congratulated for anything. Say hello to your neighbor. All right, Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God. And what's actually coming through is the Holy Trinity. A Pisces moon's a star of ours. Share that with me once. The Holy Trinity as a check-in. So it's going to be one thing that you're grateful for. We're going to celebrate you about something. So just name something. Even if you don't want to be celebrated for it, we're still going to celebrate you. And then the third one, it's gratitude, celebrate. And then there's a third one. It's the Holy Trinity. It's called the three pulls. Oh, what you desire, or maybe what you're calling into your life, those intentions. So your soul desires. We're going to celebrate you for one thing, and then your gratitude, and that's called the three Holy Trinity, or the three poles, the Holy Trinity. So feel free to put it in the comments below. Let us celebrate you on something. Let us be grateful for something, gratitude, and may you honor your soul desires, or something it is that you would like to call into your life. And as I say that, my light over here, like a whole lot of light is coming in for you. That's all that you need to know. There's a whole lot of light. My flame like almost went up, and then it was almost touching the light. But that was the biggest flame that I've ever seen, where I actually had to adjust my light from my desk. So whoever's watching this, you're about to be blessed, even bigger than you expected, even more light than you expected. Oh, you saved your son. I celebrate you in that, and I hold you in that. And blessings to your son. Peace be with you too. All right, now let's see. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God, and it's in that sign of Aries, okay? At least for now, we have Neptune in Aries right now. Retrograde. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God, for all of the chosen ones, for the light workers out there, for the chosen ones, for all signs, the light workers, the chosen ones. What do we have? For the next 6 months, this Neptune retrograde, what is being revealed and released? Returning to each other, compassion and humanity. What is being revealed and released here? You actually have beautiful cards coming through, a lot of transformation. I'm going to grab all the cards and then start channeling. For the collective, for all signs, for the chosen ones, What is being revealed and released for this Neptune retrograde? What is being revealed and released for this Neptune retrograde? Do you have truth on the bottom of the deck? What is being revealed and released for the collective for this Neptune retrograde? Now, I do see you clearing out hostilities. So it does feel like it could be with romance. It doesn't have to be. But we do have protect your energy. We have hostilities. Now, you do have joy, though. So we do have good cards. However, again, that Neptune energy of Neptune going into retrograde, revealing and releasing who's not meant to be in your energetic field. And revealing and releasing, though, who is actually positive, because you do have returning to each other, compassion, humanity. You do have the initiation, okay? So for the next 6 months, now Neptune has everything to do with your soul gifts, everything to do with the third eye, with sight, you know, and so with initiation, you could be going through initiations for the next 6 months. It feels like a lot to do with your spiritual gifts, reclaiming your multidimensional self, your divine I am presence. But I'm also seeing like the eye of God, or the divine all-seeing eye. All right, so you're going to have that awaken in your life. Thank you. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, Joe. Blessings to our soul brother, Joe. Yeah, it's awakening that eye in your life of what you need to see, right? As far as like the people of, oh, this is not karmic, or this is not dharmic. The people who bring hostilities into your life, but as well as those soul helpers, as well as the soulmates, the higher level soulmates that are being revealed in your life too. We do have a rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, and sweetness of life. And then returning to each other, compassion and humanity. I'm going to grab a few more cards before we dive into the tarot of this reading. For Neptune in retrograde, things being revealed and released for the collective. Why do we have the initiation? We do have the Green Man. Yeah, and the relics of Lemuria reclaiming. So just confirmation when it comes to this initiation energy, it's a lot of multidimensional remembrance for the next 6 months. It's a lot of reclaiming of your soul gifts for the next 6 months. The relics of Lemuria, fragments, memory, and reclaiming. Soul retrieval, reclaiming those soul fragments. And again, reclaiming those multidimensional soul gifts. And we do have the Green Man. So the Green Man can resonate with you. Rising energy surge and fertility. Remembering that this is the year of the snake, the serpent, and of Kundalini energy. So a lot of that's also coming through for the collective. Just in general, as we move into next year. I'm a Pisces, should I get back? Hi, Jim. Hi, Jackson. Hi, Joe. Hi, Chris. Hi, Mommy Moves. A dragonfly fell to the ground. Oh, yeah, that definitely sounds like a completed cycle for the dragonfly to fall to the ground. Hi, Kevin. How are you? So we're going to dive into the tarot over here just to see the next 6 months when it comes to this Neptune retrograde. What is being revealed and released for you? So a lot when it comes to your spirituality, your soul gifts, and just your multidimensional self. And again, when it comes to that Neptune retrograde, it is going to be a clearing of who is not meant to be around you. And it's also going to just reveal to you and clarify who is meant to be around you. And by that, I just mean, you know, like what's karmic, what's not, etc. All right, Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God. What I'm also hearing for some of you is that anyone that has been in the way of your soul mission and has been in the way of like those blessings coming in, those people are going to be released. What I'm hearing is easily for you, you know, where it's just either they're going to release themselves, etc. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God. There you go, 6 of Coins and Justice. So there's a gift coming in. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God, for the chosen ones, for the Divine I Am Collective, for the light workers out there. For this Neptune retrograde, illusions revealed and released. What do we have for initiation? Mother Rose, joy. The Green Man, relics of Lemuria, protect your energy. What do we have for this Neptune retrograde? Illusions revealed and released. What do we have for this Neptune retrograde? By the end of this Neptune retrograde, you've either retrieved so many gifts or it just is a gift in general. I'm getting like a lot with the throat too. So maybe for some of you, divine expression, your throat. I'm here on time, missed the last couple lives. Hey, hi Sunny, how are you? But let's clarify this. We do have the Hermit card, Three of Cups, and we have the Six of Coins. For this Neptune retrograde, illusions revealed and released. What illusions are being revealed and released? Why the Hermit card for the collective? Why the Hermit card over here for the collective? Why the Three of Cups here for Neptune retrograde, illusions revealed and released? Sugar, honey, iced tea. That's where the hostilities and protect your energy cards come from. For the Six of Coins, what do we have for illusions revealed and released for this Neptune retrograde? It ends up being a gift, collective, keep going. The World card over here. Yeah, those rose-colored glasses are coming off, especially in connections, where quite literally, who is true, and not even who's true, you know, like what's soul aligned, what just simply doesn't serve you. Ace of Swords with the Devil card. Ace of Swords and then the Devil card over here. With Three of Cups, this is friendship, groups, people. Right, so Neptune retrograde is going to, again, it's going to reveal to you your soulmates. It's going to release anyone who needs to be released from your life that just simply doesn't serve you. That's not of your highest good. You know, also check out 12th house. 12th house could sometimes be like, what is that? The house of like the secret enemies kind of thing. So things like that, you know, and I did say, sometimes it's not personal. It's like whoever's just in the way of those blessings, you know, that next cycle, etc. They're going to be cleared from your life. And that is what I'm seeing here. Now with the Hermit card, it's interesting. Spirit, you know, there's some sort of clearing when it comes to relationships and things coming in for you. Because we do have Six of Coins and the Star card. So by the end of this, I do see you've been through a rebirth. I see that you know, for some of you, maybe you consider yourself a light worker, you know, of sacred service. We have the Star card. So by the end of this, you get a big gift. And really for some of you, it could be your spiritual gifts where you're really connecting with the stellar energy, with the stars, star seed energy. Just in general, it's the new age of Aquarius. So I see you really ready by the end of this 6 months, by the end of Neptune retrograde, where you're ready to step out into service. You know, those rose-colored glasses have already come off and everything is really clear for you when it comes to everyone and everything in alignment with your soul purpose and your soul mission. Now, I do see there's like an owning of your power over here at the beginning of Neptune retrograde, where for some of you, maybe owning your spiritual gifts, owning your power, owning even your knowing and your intuition can feel a little bit hard. Like it feels like you are trying to take up space in the beginning of Neptune retrograde, and it feels even a little bit uncomfortable. You know, you're just needing to own all this Ace of Wands energy that's inside of you with the Hermit card here. So all of this Ace of Wands is inside of you. And when we talk about the third eye doesn't open to see other people. In ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet, the third eye would open, but it would turn inward. You see oneself to see other people, you know. And so that's what I see over here. There's a lot going on within you, especially spiritually. And then it comes without where, you know, you meet the people, it's like some are dharmic, some are karmic, you know, and you're just being given that eye or that discernment to know, to see, the clarity. And by the end of it, you're in a brand new cycle. You've got everything you need for your soul purpose, your mission, your journey, and things are clear over here with the Six of Coins and the Star card. Hi, Marco. How are you? 12th house is the house of faith. Definitely a hidden house. Last minute needed manifestations. Yes. Sounds about right. Hope you had a great 4th of July. Thank you. I did. I posted about it on another form of social media. That flame is really big. I'm telling you, like that. I noticed that the flame was going to try to take out my lamp over here. For some of you, this is the Mary Magdalene. This is actually from our Pisces soul sister. You can go to the Etsy, Anointed Elements LLC, the Etsy, and she has a whole Mary Magdalene collection. She's also a Pisces, though you don't have to be a Pisces to be in this live or at all, you know, or today or tomorrow. Where were we going with that? Oh, the 4th of July. Yeah, where for the 4th of July, now I don't really celebrate too many holidays. I try to like make them my own. And so for the 4th of July, my son and I have a 6-year-old. I allowed him just to bring out to the garden whatever he wanted for the ancestors, and he just channels them clearly. Where I'm not even telling him what to do. I'm just like, do you want to bring an offering to the ancestors in the garden? And he's bringing out the exact things that actually like correlate with that ancestor. Like if you look it up on Google and things like that. And so I let him channel for the 4th of July. And we liberated ourselves on a soul level to celebrate actual liberation. So that's what we did for the 4th of July. I'd love to hear what all of you did for the 4th of July, or even how you kind of maybe even revamp certain holidays. All right, but let's dive deeper into this over here. Now, so again, illusions revealed and released. Neptune retrograde. The beginning of this Neptune retrograde, you're owning a lot of spiritual power that even looks a little bit uncomfortable. All right, you might be going through some sort of awakening. Hi, Mark. How are you? Blessings to you always. Hi, Margaret. Why Ace of Wands with the Hermit card here? Ah, for some of you. Could even be clearing the lower chakras. Neptune is the third eye, but say when that first activation starts, right? That third eye opening actually starts at the root, you know, and then it goes all the way up. So for some of you, there could be some even lower chakra clearings in the beginning of this Neptune retrograde for the next 6 months. Because we do have the 8 of Swords over here. So something, you are clearing something here. It has a lot to do with some sort of fire energy. Again, it could be the lower chakras. But it also feels like it's just owning your power. Like there's some sort of power within you. And again, spiritual gifts, things like that, your sight, they're just being asked to own it. It's just, it seems like it's a lot for you. However, we do have the Ace of Swords and the Devil card is 3 of Cups. So that's in the beginning of Neptune retrograde. All right, let's see what we have over here. When it comes to your relationships, what's being revealed and released. I jumped here at 4 eyes straight across. Oh, Jesus. Chakra mama. 4 eyes straight across. I was just talking about the seraphims too. We were just talking about how some angels, they show up looking like something other than an angel. What patriarchy, whatever, would think an angel looks like. You get one of those seraphims that have thousands of eyes. Hi, I'm here to help you and to save you. And it looks like that. So crazy empowered. I love it, Margaret. Yes, empowerment. All right, so let's dive into the relationships part of Neptune retrograde. What is the collective? What is being revealed and released for the collective regarding these relationships here? Why Ace of Swords, the Devil card, and the 3 of Cups? You're getting a reward for your hard work. You will be able to leave everyone behind you, you know, everything behind you that doesn't serve you. You know, and honestly, this is happening for you. You're really not going to need to do too much. When it comes to this Neptune retrograde, the rose-colored glasses, they come off. We have Judgment card, and we have the 3 of Wands. You deserve a reward for your hard work and just working with the clarity. You know, and that's exactly what it says is clarity. This is 6 months, rather, of clarity. Work with it. You know, first, the truth can sometimes piss you off a little bit, right? But then it ultimately does set you free. And that's what I'm seeing over here is, you know, just those people that maybe needed to be cleared and released, those truths in relationships, you know, how someone truly feels, whether that's like negatively, positively, the people who are actually in your corner that you didn't realize were in your corner. And then sometimes the people that you didn't realize needed to be cleared out. But you're going to come out of this particular cycle for the next 6 months when it comes to your relationship. So all that Venusian energy with rewards for your hard work. All right, we have the 3 of Wands here. You will be able to turn your back completely over here and come into this new cycle with the Star card and the 6 of Coins. So by the end of Neptune retrograde, you have everything it is that you need. You're definitely coming out of some sort of rebirth. By the Star card with the 6 of Coins here, you are being crowned. By the end of, for some of you, when it comes to, and my crown is like tingling a little bit. When it comes to Neptune retrograde and illusions being revealed and released, it is activating your gifts. But by the end of the next 6 months, you're being crowned. You know, It does say initiation, the initiation. You know, next 6 months, you're going through clearings, cleansings, you're going through spiritual activations. By the end of it, you're a whole new person. By the end of it, you're like, for some of you, what you can maybe deem as like spiritually crowned in some way, shape, or form, with the Hierophant, the Star card, and the Six of Coins over here. So you complete also a, not only like personal cycles, I do see things with relationships. You reclaim your multidimensional soul gifts, all right? You are crowned by the end of Neptune retrograde over here. So beautiful energy. You're really reclaiming parts of yourself through all time and space, releasing what you need to, but it brings in all of these gifts, especially spiritually. Hi, Victoria. How are you? I love you too, Chakra Mama. Hi, Effortless Stacy. I am ready. Now, what is the advice for this Neptune retrograde? What is the advice? The advice is interesting. Why the Page of Pentacles here? Yeah, there's a choice. There's going to be a choice over here, collective. But you're being asked to have that Neptune retrograde, rose-colored glasses coming off, discernment of someone may give you some sort of plan or offer. Why the Two of Swords here for Neptune retrograde? Why the Two of Swords here for this advice for Neptune retrograde? The advice is to pray for clarity, walk away from what doesn't serve you. There is a choice, you know, and by there's a choice of like, there are certain things you can avoid. There are certain karmic cycles, like not everything karmic is necessarily fate, where it's like, oh, that has happened 5 times now. On the 6th time, let me see it for what it is, kind of thing. You know, and that's what I'm seeing over here, where this Neptune retrograde, the advice is truly pay attention to the signs, you know, and there's false evidence appearing real, you know, so just pay attention to your heart. And that's one thing of like, find maybe a signal for you of like, is this fear or is this from my heart? For me, it's like, I will feel truth in my gut and like my sacral. And if it's like my chest, my throat, it's fear. So you could always do that. I'm like, is it my fears or I'm like really feeling something? That will be, I don't want to use the word prevalent comes to mind, but for the next 6 months, this Neptune retrograde, under like Spirit is saying of like, make the choices of like, no, this is karmic, this is dharmic. I don't need any proof to prove it, kind of thing. And you get good things though from it. You get justice over here, peace, harmony, balance. Or the Justice card for Neptune retrograde. You get justice, all right? You are magic over here, Magician card. All right, you are the co-creator. And we are on week 4 of the BBB program, Boundless But Boundaries, for all of those light workers out there creating their boundless reality, but with boundaries. Justice card, the Magician card. High Priestess, I can't make that up. High Priestess. You know, where it's a balance though of the boundaries. And that really is how you co-create a new life, a new reality, and how you maintain it and keep it in harmony, peace, and ma'at balance is the boundaries, where it's like, oh, I can't avoid that. You know, things like that. And so that's what Spirit is saying is advice for this Neptune retrograde for the next 6 months. Is just see those parts. And again, ask for the clarity, right? See those parts of your life where it's like, oh, I could have avoided that or this or that. Bless all star seeds. Yes, Mark, bless you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Victoria. Yes, go check your email. We're going to meet tomorrow, so feel free to go check your email. My folks finally realized 9 months later after I went no contact, I'm not coming back. Yeah. Yeah, and then we're going to do another round of the BBB program that's going to be at the end of August or beginning of September. It's not posted yet, but we're going to be doing another round of the BBB program. It's the Holy Trinity of co-creation. Your feminine energy, masculine, and your surrender is what brings in that new reality in all of your manifestations. All right, let's get some oracle cards for the advice for this reading. For Neptune retrograde. For Neptune retrograde, illusions revealed and released. Door to value. Victory. Victory is here. Kick your feet out the door. And it does say door. All right, so when it comes to this Neptune retrograde too, be open to, what you can always do is ask Spirit to reveal to you, what's my path? Maybe what's my wealth blueprint, right? Because when it comes to Neptune retrograde, it's also activating your soul gifts. Speak to your higher self. What is my wealth blueprint? What does it look like? What's the highest, best path for me? And like whatever way, shape, or form that means for you. Allow Spirit to reveal those doors to you, door to value. And that's great, like say when you're on your spiritual journey, right? And maybe you have different routes or avenues. Like maybe you're a master at Reiki, maybe you're also a shaman and this and that. So it's like, well, which path do I focus on? Ask Spirit to reveal that to you and give it 72 hours and just see what comes through. Yes, Mark, thank you for being here. You have been here for years. So just like a special thank you from my heart to yours. I'm sitting outside in thunder and lightning. Oh, I love it. I wanted to go live yesterday, actually. It was thunder, lightning here, and I wanted to do it during it, but I didn't. It's nice over here, actually, today in Connecticut. Well, I'll be doing tarot courses. I just sent an email today, and there's courses I have to release. I will be doing tarot courses, like self-paced online. If everyone would like an actual tarot course, and we have returning home as I say that. I'm an alarm clock before people. Yeah, confirmation too, the honk over there. Yeah, if everyone would like a live tarot course, feel free to let me know. But I do have a recorded tarot course that's going to be available for everyone too. Gratitude to you too, spiritual scientist, universal student. I love that name. Yeah, Victoria, you are such a Kalima Sekhmet. Now we do have returning home here, transition, life between lifetimes, and loving welcome over here. You can be seeing the number 444. Yeah, you're returning home to self, like this Neptune retrograde. Yes, illusions are revealed and released in your life, but again, the third eye opens within self. And this is a beautiful opportunity to really reclaim your soul gifts, to work with past lives, working with the Akashic records, etc. Hi, Marlon. How are you? Yeah, feel free to email me too at letsgohome7777@gmail.com. Speaking of returning home, letsgohome7777@gmail.com. That's my only email. It's also in the description box below or in the other videos. Now, what are some final messages for the collective of this Neptune retrograde? Mary Magdalene, sacred marriage. Persephone, new beginnings. Rest, star maiden. And then we do have Mary Magdalene, sacred marriage, and Persephone, new beginnings. So again, there's a whole lot of coming home to self when it comes to this Neptune retrograde energy. Mary Magdalene can resonate with you. Persephone can also resonate with you. With the Star Maiden, rest energy too, in general. There was a comment the other day, or was it today? I don't remember. But that said something about, you mentioned patriarchy. Patriarchy is masculine energy, not men. And even feminine energy, I'm not speaking of woman, I'm speaking of the feminine energy within you. And so this Neptune retrograde, Neptune has everything to do with the feminine. Neptune is your spirituality, it's your gifts, it's that Piscean energy, which is feminine. So whenever I use the word feminine, it's just your inner feminine, my inner feminine, the feminine without of us. And masculine is always going to be your inner safety, protection, the material realm, world, things like that. So that's what I mean by masculine and feminine, and even matriarchal and patriarchal. Or matriarchal, I'm not referring to, and I'm saying that because that's what rest is saying here. I'm not referring to women. Matriarchal is us actually just coming into more of a space of rest. That's actually how we're meant to operate. We're not meant to operate from a 12-month calendar cycle. It's not how our bodies scientifically operate. We're meant to operate with the sun. You know, we're not meant to actually have screens on at night. It throws off our circadian rhythms. So that's what I mean when I say matriarchal, because I saw someone say it the other day, but not speaking of men or women. Matriarchal, just more feminine, you know, patriarchal, masculine. I do believe the future is union-archy, because we've already had the matriarchy. So if we just think of, you know, like prophetic timelines, it comes to a balance, you know. So that's what I mean by that when I mentioned that. But I'm mentioning that because that's what it feels like this Neptune retrograde for the next 6 months is going to bring everyone as well. Neptune retrograde is probably full of spiritual awakenings. It's full of that Kundalini energy. It's full of third eye openings in reclaiming your multidimensional self and gifts. And so make tomorrow time for rest over here. Spend some time with the inner feminine of yours. All right, we do have Persephone, new beginnings. Again, rose-colored glasses come off, and it allows for a new beginning to come in and start for you. In your life, in relationships, especially on a spiritual level. Ha ha ha, lol. That is why me and time can't keep up with time. What is time? What is time? The illusions of who I was. Yeah. Yeah, things like that. That's the thing. We're in the year of the serpent, the snake. And so just allow that skin to shed of the illusions of who I was, of what I identified with, or this or that, and allowing that skin to shed, just like the serpent, the snake. But that's what I have for you for Neptune retrograde, illusions revealed and released. We do have Mercury retrograde started too, so my words are all over the place. Hi, Erin. How are you? You know, we're just in general, like, again, I said this at the beginning of the year in January. It is, this is a year of like 10 years in one. And not to say that anything's speeding up or that you have to speed up or pay attention to more things. All you need to do is be grounded in your I am, in your soul's light, in your soul truth. And the portal of, I guess you could say, like 2025, it's a super cleanser of 10 years of past lives, really just in order, though, to speed up time. So that's really what's happening when it comes to the year of 2025. And this so much shedding, like, of that serpent snake skin, of the collective. All right. And we do have a free workshop, the Mind of the Mystery School Initiate. And so feel free to join. It's our first free workshop in maybe 2 or 3 months. Every 2 or 3 months, we do like a soul tribe gathering. We're going to be gathering for the Mind of the Mystery School Initiate, where we're just going to talk about the mindset of like initiation, where life initiates you. For example, the next 6 months are truly spiritual initiation for the collective. Life is the initiator, is the teacher, etc. So it's just having the mind of a mystery school initiate, just really opening that heart, that tenemos mind. And we're just going to be diving into ancient symbolism, mystery school teachings through the lens of the mystery schools of Isis, Osset, but also just all things mystery school. Feel free to come. It's completely free. You could go to the website 144 Blue Rose Temple to join. We have a whole 30 minutes of just questions and answers. So if you're seeking just space to ask questions about the esoteric, the mesoteric, the left-hand path, right-hand path, the middle path, join us. It's going to be at the end of July. The pathway of life is the love of planet Earth. Yes, it is. All right, I'm going to grab some closing messages. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God. What are some closing messages for the collective? What are some closing messages for the collective? You're going to stand your ground in a particular situation, but you are going to forgive, all right? And that is what was coming through in that Neptune retrograde energy, where we have the balance over here, right? Of the boundaries of like, no, I don't have to take that. That's not in alignment with my soul destiny, you know. What's karmic, what's dharmic? I do see those rose-colored glasses coming off. I do see relationships closing out in your life. Relationships are coming in as well. There's definitely that standing just of your ground and of your truth, but also forgiveness over here. Forgiveness will set you free. Now, why stand your ground and forgive for Neptune and Aries? Yeah, forgive them. They know not what they do. We do have generosity receiving over here, the Lady of the Gift. We do have communication. And then we do have non-action over here. Yeah, there may be a situation, collective, of where you're not really able to as soon as we say that, we do have creativity. And then the Desert Prince over here. Someone did hurt you. Now, this could just be Neptune retrograde advice. It could also just be maybe some advice you need to hear right now. Someone hurt you over here. I do see you just standing your ground, but for some of you, it's just the loving boundary that you stand your ground. There's really not much that you have to do at all. It's just standing your ground by having just that loving boundary. Okay, and for some of you, maybe setting a boundary, but I do see forgiveness here. Why do we have forgiveness? Why do we have forgiveness here? Yeah, you'll be compensated for it. You do have the Rainbow Prince over here. Compensation, perseverance. Yeah, there's some sort of situation here. So just closing out this reading where maybe it's not as easy for you to stand your ground or to express something. Just confirmation. Ma'at, but the truth is what the truth is. Keeper of the scales and balance. Authentic purpose, inspiration, free will, the map maker of destiny. Now, Ma'at is your soul's truth. Ma'at also protects your soul purpose right over here. And what I do see is you just remaining in your truth, Queen of the Light over here. It does set you free. And for some of you, you may be in some sort of situation where you can't necessarily maybe say a boundary. You can't set a boundary. Or maybe someone just wouldn't be able to necessarily hear you about it. Like it's someone who just won't be able to hear you or is not accepting of whatever your truth is. You standing in your loving boundary of your soul's truth, in your soul destiny, you're going to be compensated for it. And that's just what you need to know too. All right, so blessings to all of you. Feel free to join the free workshop, Mind of the Mystery School Initiate. We're going to be having an activation and guided meditation there as well. We do have a few other workshops coming up for July. You could book a personal reading, one-on-one session, Akashic Records, anything at 144bluerosetemple.com. All right, but blessings to all of you. Thank you, Char. I'm sending you so much love. Hello, how are you? Oh, blessings to you times 10. Hi, Erin. Good. I need positive vibes. Yeah, there we go. We have the camel boy over here, 333. So you can be seeing the number 333. But blessings to all of you. And I will be back tomorrow with some more readings and for the BBB program. So feel free to join us. All right. Blessings and bye for now.